The Pagri system is wild and fascinating. Imagine paying a huge chunk of money upfront for a property, a sum that could be life-changing. Not a loan, not a down payment, but something entirely different. We're talking like 70%, 80%, sometimes almost the full market value upfront. That's Pagri, a unique system. You're basically buying the property, but here's the catch, the twist in the tail. You don't get the deed, the official ownership papers. You don't become the legal owner. Instead, you're labeled a tenant, a mere occupant. This system is common in South Asian countries like India and Pakistan, deeply rooted in tradition. It's a way to navigate complicated property laws and traditions, a workaround of sorts. But it creates a whole new set of problems, a different kind of headache. These Pagri tenants, they're not your typical renters. They have a unique role. They make these massive upfront payments a significant financial commitment. They often take on the responsibilities of owners, repairs, maintenance, even paying property taxes, blurring the lines. So are they really just tenants or something more? Let's dive deeper into this intriguing system. Imagine dropping hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, on a place you call home. You treat it like your own, right? You'd pour your heart and soul into it. That's exactly what Pagri tenants do. They take pride in their homes. They invest in their homes, renovate, and build lives there, creating memories. They're emotionally invested, financially invested, and deeply connected to their space. They act like owners because in every sense except the legal one, they are. They take responsibility. They pay for upkeep, deal with issues, basically everything an owner would do to maintain their home. But there's a dark side to this seemingly perfect picture. The law doesn't see them as owners. It sees them as mere tenants. They are subject to the whims of landlords who may or may not have their best interests at heart, leaving them vulnerable. Here's where things get messy. The laws governing Pagri tenancies are ancient. We're talking colonial-era relics that haven't caught up with the times. These laws were designed for a different era, a different kind of tenant. Back then, it was about short-term leases, small rents, not these massive quasi-ownership arrangements. These outdated laws create a system ripe for exploitation. Landlords can exploit the tenant label. They might try to evict Pagri tenants unfairly, denying them the true value of their investment. This legal loophole needs closing, fast. Pagri tenants deserve better. They have been living in uncertainty for far too long, and it's time for change. They deserve legal recognition of their de facto ownership. This would provide them with the security and peace of mind they need. They deserve fair compensation if they're forced to leave. No one should be left without a home or adequate support. We need legal reform, and we need it now. The voices of the people must be heard, and action must be taken. Imagine the security they'd have with proper property titles. Families could finally feel safe and secure in their homes. Imagine the investment and economic growth it could unlock. New opportunities would arise, benefiting the entire community. This isn't just about fairness, it's about common sense. Listening to the community and addressing their needs is essential. It's about recognizing the reality on the ground. The way people live should be reflected in the laws that govern them. It's about time the law caught up with the way people actually live. Let's fix this. The time for change is now. Let's give Pagri tenants the rights and recognition they deserve. Together, we can make a difference and create a fairer society.